Hello guys and welcome back to TirsbaekTV. We couldn't think of a funny intro to do, so let's just be blunt. Bob's getting a supercharger.
So, as we said in the intro, Christmas comes early this year. Gonna give Bob a supercharger. Actually, I have already tri-fitted it last weekend. I ran it, but I found out that down here, where the water goes in the inlet manifold, those points here are leaking a lot of water, especially from that side over there. So I got some sealant we need to apply to it. Then we're just gonna mount everything back onto it again. And what I did last weekend was I put this pulley down here. You see this shiny bit where the what's it called? The band here goes around. So that's mounted on, and I've got a new water pump on it to make some more clearance for the belt to come up. And then we've got the inlet manifold, which is an Itro inlet manifold, which we're going to be putting on. And the supercharger is right over that. It's a pretty funny looking setup. It's going to look very, very Mad Max-ish. Sticking up through the bonnet when we are done, but it's going to work and it's going to be awesome to get some more pressure through him. So let's get started.
The kit we're installing is the Sprintex S102 with a Holley 390 carburettor. This includes a mounting bracket to support the supercharger. To start with, we're making our own adjustments to it to better fit the extra belt. After this, however, it's a relatively simple bolt-on installation. With the leaky inlet manifold sorted, we can now bolt on the new intake. The supporting bracket for the supercharger bolts into the holes originally used for the alternator, meaning we've had to move it to the opposite side of the engine, and we'll fabricate a bracket for it later on. So there we have it guys, Bob is now supercharged and looking positively ridiculous with this thing sticking out of the well, actually there isn't a bonnet. I was about to say bonnet, but there is no bonnet. So we're going to also, that's another thing we're going to have to figure out is how to make that fit so that something actually covers this up. So what's next?
Next up will probably be the throttle cable and the choke cable. It's not that interesting for you guys to see. I'll probably do it tomorrow, but then we have to go out and drive them around and see how it goes. So if anything's wrong, we're going to fix it again. But right now I can see that the belt is not quite aligned up, so that's one thing I need to do tomorrow, is robbing up here. I've got kind of small bits to do, and the alternator as well, that's just holding with zip ties. Yeah, it's creating a lot of friction on the belt. So I need to make a bracket for that tomorrow as well. But
you guys can't see this, but the alternator is literally held in with zip ties.
It is. Some of them broke, but one of them is still back.
So yeah, Bob looking like he just came off the set of Mad Max. Yeah. Yeah, definitely one of the next steps, I'm sure you'll be glad to hear, is to get Bob out driving so we can do lots of adjustments and get him sort of operating at the right, at the best way. It is December, so hopefully there'll be some snow and we can get supercharged Bob out in the snow. I'd love to know how much power it's making.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think stock, the engine makes about 150. From this generation it's a 70 something. I think it's 150. But that one probably ramps up to around 200, I would guess, if not more than that.
So we now have 200 horsepower in a corrugated shed on wheels.
Yeah. The rest of the car is probably like half a ton.
Well, those headrests, the solid headrests, they probably weigh, like they're like Thor's hammer.
They're just rocks.
Yeah, for some reason the headrests are just like the hardest substance known to man. I think they've been left outside for maybe a few centuries. But that is that. So Bob will be out driving very soon, hopefully this month. And also a quick word on the creeper, because he's normally there, and he isn't at the moment. Due to events and things going on this month, because it's Christmas, there's a lot going on this month outside of YouTube for us. So unfortunately the workshop spaces and garage spaces that we use on this channel are being used for other things. So we've had to move cars around. So Bob should be back again this month. However, the Creeper may not return until the new year. So Creeper will be returning for sure, but just to let you know that there may be a little bit of a pause on that, just because we're moving things around and garage space is a bit limited for us at the moment. So that is that. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out all the links down in the description below. And it is winter, so why not get yourself a TirsbaekTV hoodie, because they're incredibly warm and comfortable. You can find those on our shop, which is linked down, or on our website, which is linked down in the description below, where you can find all our TirsbaekTV clothing for you guys to buy, and all our social media pages, and everything else. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next video.